comes down from the ridge line on the far side of the Ammonoosuc Ravine there to our right. Up on that ridge, there are two small mountaintop tarns. Those are glacially carved lakes. They're called the Lakes of the Clouds, the source of the Ammonoosuc River. I'll tell you a little bit more when we get through the switch here. Lakes of the Clouds are the highest elevated bodies of water in the Northeast. And right on this side of the Lakes of the Clouds, also perched right up there on the ridge line, there's a little building called the Lakes of the Clouds Hut. It's a hiker's hut. You can only get the side of the tracks here. But this is the second steepest section of the railway. So the overall average grade of the railway over the 3-mile distance is about 25%, meaning that for every 100 feet we travel, we gain 25 feet of elevation. That's a pretty steep grade compared to a conventional railroad, where a 4 to 7% grade would be considered steep. The particular grade there in Cold Spring Hill is about 34%. Now you see the down mountain train here. Take a look underneath the locomotive. You'll see the cogwheel engaging the rack to propel the train, as I was explaining earlier.
I'll get these results up on the server.
Let us out in traffic. I'm like freaking out right now. I thought I was done. I felt like I was in Footloose.
Footloose?
Chicken with the bulldozers or whatever. Oh, he's waving. It's a bunch of kids. It is? Yeah. Oh, it's a school bus.
You see the water tank straight ahead here? That's as old as the railway itself, but still functional. It services the steam locomotives, which require 1,000 gallons of water to make a single trip to the summit. But they can only carry about 700 gallons at a time, so they're going to stop here and top off on the way up. And because of that, the tank is situated extremely close to the tracks. So you folks at the open windows, please pull your hands inside, your cameras, your heads and everything. It's only a few inches out there. Everybody stay safe. And you notice the red sign there. It's called the Wambeck tank. That's a native Abenaki term. Originally to store wood, which fueled below. The coaches were open air. No windows or sides to them. And so they stopped there on the way up the mountain and distributed blankets to the passengers so they could stay warm for the rest of the trip to the summit. Aren't you glad you live in the 21st century? And further ahead here, just to the right of the tracks, you're going to see emerging from the fog a little rock object with a white background behind it. That is a remarkable likeness of the Old Man of the Mountain, which is the state symbol of New Hampshire. You see that on our state highway signs, our quarters, license plates, some other things. And the original Old Man of the Mountain was a much larger rock object that hung from the cliffs at Cannon Mountain over in Franconia Notch. And when viewed from a particular angle, looks just like the profile of an old man's face. Here it is, just to the right, you can see the profile. With the forehead up top, the nose sticking out, little knots for the mouth, and that very sharp protruding jaw at the bottom. That makes it look a little like Jay Leno. He was here a couple of years ago. He rode the train. He got to see himself in the mountain. This one is also completely natural. They didn't chisel anything to make that face. They did turn the rock, though, so it's oriented towards the track so you can see it. Now, just ahead here is perhaps the most dramatic part of the trip. And this is a 300-foot-long trestle called Jacob's Ladder. Even more dramatic in today's fog because it it appears to disappear into nothingness. It rises to 300 feet off the ground. It's at 4,725 feet above sea level. This right here is the steepest section of the railway. The grade here is 37.41%. To illustrate the steepness of the grade, if you can see how I'm standing here with my feet inside the door and my head outside the door. I'm perfectly vertical. I could prove it to you if I had a plumb bob. But if you stand in the aisle there, you'll feel it in your legs. And the people in the front row are about 14 feet high.
There's no alcohol.
At the end of the day,
Just putting that right in there.
that's why we have Todd Dust in here to be witnesses.
That's right. Just put that right in the first line. No alcohol is involved.
It's June. FYI, it's June. June.
Yeah, they don't know that up here.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the auto road is probably closed. I'm thinking that's probably not a. Yeah.
called Long Trussell. This was a section of our track that was completely taken out by a hurricane in the 1930s, aggressively thrown to the right-hand side of the road. You guys see the debris down there on the ground. That is from that hurricane.